Happy New Year, guys, and just wanted to show you some of the work that I've been doing. So these are my finished Walking Dead customs. So, I've shown these in the past, but I've added different sculpts and modified them more. So I'm ready to finally show these off. So here we go. This is my season 7 finished Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead current season. Got the little hatchet. He's got his Colt Python back. Weathered up the boots and the pants. A little hole in them, some weathering and some tears. The shirt is just a plain shirt I had laying around, and I dyed it to match the bluish color shirt he's currently wearing, and you can see the sweat marks all over it where the sweat has stained the shirt. Cut out and added pockets to it myself. And then the sculpt is from Robert Ramir. Painted it myself and added real hair to it, real hair strands. So, yep, there's season 7 Rick. Repainted the entire body, all the way from the neck down to the abdomen. Arms have been repainted to match the sculpt. Just a custom base for him. So there's season 7 Rick Grimes. Here's my finished season 5 Rick Grimes. Added the real hair to this one and painted the sculpt. He's got blood stains on his face to, where he's been in battle. Some bruising. Little strands of hair here and there hanging everywhere. The coat's been weathered and re-dyed a darker color. AK-47 or whatever the AK is he uses. It's not an AK-47, but there it is. The belt with the Colt. This is just a resin one I have. I will be getting a metal one to replace that eventually. His red-handled machete, of course, that he had. Thank you, George Wall. Little walkie-talkie, some little pockets that he has. Boots that I repainted. These are just some Wolverine knockoff boots that I found on eBay, but they make really good Rick Grimes boots. Weathered up pants. Special thanks to Mo Productions for the 2 awesome pair of jeans. Don't know if the dude's around anymore, but I never had a problem with him. So thank you very much for these awesome jeans that I don't think you can get anymore. Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. He's got the bruise under his left eye. Hair in his face, of course. Didn't go with the long hair look. I wanted more for the season 5, earlier season 6 look. Just dyed a shirt black, like a blackish color, and cut off the sleeves. The crossbow is not his current crossbow, but it's the only one I have, so it works. Just some pants that I dirtied up and weathered. He has his knife. It's in the sheath. He has his red cloth or whatever hanky that he always has. Some real rope that's tied around his legs. And I finally was able to get a hold of some Daryl Dixon shoes, so my Daryl is finished. So happy. Next, this one I'm really proud of. This is my Michonne The outfit is all custom made. This is just a white collared shirt for a guy that I actually re-sewed every part of it to make it fit Michonne, to make her, fit a female. The vest is made from just some jacket parts I had laying around that I painted brown, weathered it up. As you can see on the back, you can see the leather. George Wall made the awesome sheath and metal sword for me. The boots are just some G.I. Joe boots that I had, and I went and glued these little, I don't know what they call these things, speds. I found these at Walmart. They come in like a big pack, and I glued each one of them onto the boot, as you can see, to make Michonne's boots. Also with the belt, did the same thing. The pants are just some pants that came with this body. They were originally like bluish color. I dyed them green and then weathered and muddied them up. And then the head sculpt is a Nunzio head sculpt that I painted. It's the same one I had on my Michonne years ago. But what I did is I went in with and repainted her, of course. But I went in with a Dremel and dremeled off all the dreads, and then went in and made real dreads for Michonne. So this adds with the posability of the figure, because now the head can look up and to the sides, it can look down to the, it can move around, and the dreads do not hinder posability. Because that's the only problem with all the Michonne heads out there, is that the dreads hinder the posability, and it's hard to pose the figure. And if anyone is wondering what these are made of, mop head strands of a mop head. And then I went in, and after they were glued on the way I wanted them, and I shaped them the way I wanted them, I went in and used acrylic paint and painted them a brownish, blackish color. And then last but not least, my last Walking Dead complete figure that I've made this year, the badass himself, Negan. He is so fucking bad. Jeffrey Dean Morgan kills it. So, going over this figure real quick, the head sculpt, of course, painted by me, and it is from the very talented Kane, and you can find him on the Sideshow Freaks, and I believe on Facebook. I don't know if the sculpt is still available, but it is probably the best Negan sculpt. The only one I've seen that's better is Rocco's, or some of you might know him as Sculptor. But this is I love this sculpt. To me, this is the definitive Negan. And man, I wish that this would zoom in so I could show you all the awesomeness of it. But you can find pictures on my Facebook page of this badass. George Wall made the bat for me. It is not real wood. It looks wood because I painted it that way. It is a kind of resin material with little wire strands attached to it. Not barbed wire, but they look barbed wire. And then I went in and painted the bat and used Halloween blood mixed with red and black acrylic paint and made the blood splatter and the gut look for the bat. He has just bashed the hell out of Glenn. So, there you go. The jacket, I customized a Sideshow Collectibles Terminator 2 Judgment Day T800 from back in the day, and I went in and painted all the silver on the jacket, on the zippers. Then I had an extra one. I cut the zipper off of the other one and glued it, because Negan has two matching zippers on each part of his jacket. This should not be there, but I could not remove it without ripping the jacket, so until I find a better jacket, this will stay there. This part right here was from a Hot Toys Terminator 1 figure jacket that I had laying around. The brown belt, or bullet belt that they call it, is a stand-in until I can get one made. This one I made myself out of just black, brown leather and a extra belt I had laying around. The pants and scarf were made by the very talented Dan Castro. You can find him on Facebook. These are the best pants I've seen to date, and very accurate to what Mr. Negan wears in the show. And the boots are just Sideshow Terminator 2 Judgment Day T800 biker boots. I do have a pair of Hot Toy T800 DX10 boots, but they make the figure kind of short, and they are too short for boots. Negan's boots in the show are not up to his knee, but they are about ankle high, so the Sideshow boots work the best in my opinion. And then, of course, he has a white long sleeve shirt underneath. But there is my finished redone Walking Dead figures. Season 7 Rick, Season 5 Rick, Michonne, Daryl, and Negan. More Walking Dead figures to come. I have the other Rick Grimes, Alexandria Season 5 Rick Grimes. I have Maggie from end of Season 4 that I'm working on. Glenn, bloody version of Glenn in the works where Negan bashes him. Abraham, Carol, and I will be doing Eugene and anybody else they make from The Walking Dead. Other projects, if you're interested, I'll be working on some Star Wars stuff. Lots of characters. I've done a lot of Hasbro and Sideshow customizations from their figures. Reworking, repainting those, finding better bodies for them, and when they're done, I will have those on a video to show you guys. Some Terminator stuff in the works, some Supernatural stuff, perhaps, just some cool stuff I've got planned, guys. So I am not out of the game. I'm just kind of relaxing and taking my time, but as you can see, it is well worth it because the figures are coming out looking really good, in my opinion. Are they the best out there? No, but they're definitely ranking up there. I'm very happy with how these have turned out. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, and leave me comments if you would like to. Like I said, more Walking Dead stuff in the works. And till then, I just got one message for you guys. Have a great new year. And give me your shit, or I will kill you. Negan is so badass. Alright, guys. Have a good new year. Later.